Hello, this is Lee Anthony Davis here with a quick update on my live stream here on YouTube. Just to let you know about how those videos were doing. They've done very well. I've posted them somewhere else. They were the carry on videos and also some other stuff that I did, Sarah Jane, and they've done phenomenally well. I've got about 300 hits on them. Here, I got about five 10. So you see what I was getting at. Going somewhere else always helps. That's where you grow your audience. So yes, I did that, and that's basically updating you on how they did. I did that with so far I've done 10 videos for here and 10 videos for where I was going, and they all did well. Not here though. Nobody likes them apparently, or it's not the right audience. But I've got an audience there willing to watch them. So I'm getting also a lot of people following me on there as well. I've got in the last 2 days since I set it up, I've got 60. I think I've got 60 followers on there now. So there's my audience. So I was right about that. So what I wanted you to do is try it out for yourself. Go somewhere else. I suggest go to Twitter. Start off with and see if you can bond with anybody, and then follow them, and they'll follow you. So you start building it up that way, and then you move on to Facebook. You post some images or maybe a video. People like it, and then they ask you to join their groups. It takes about a week before they get to know who you are. Do your own bio and stuff. Make it more attractive so you attract people to it, and then you move on to the next bit, which is going to a page or creating your own group. And then you will start getting members in, depending. The audience is simply on Facebook is Doctor Who or Star Trek or Blake Seven. So they're the good categories to start with. They will attract members, and there again you have your audience. If you get, you should get to 100 members with Doctor Who easy, because it's one of the biggest winners on Facebook. A lot of people love Doctor Who. There's a lot of groups of Doctor Who, so many I've lost count, and they do have a big hit of members going in them. So the biggest one I found was Tom Baker. Most of them you get 1,000. So don't tell me that these YouTubers on these doing these videos here, the big ones, have got the magic key, because they haven't. Now, I've told you how to do it. I've been on their videos. All you do is you go in there, listen. The video lasts 20 minutes, and then you don't get nothing for about, the bit that you want is right at the end. So I tend not to bother. When you get to that end, they'll say this is what you can do. But if you want to know more, hit that button there to watch my other video to explain how it works. I hold my hands up. So anyway, what I did was I did exactly that, and it works. Now, what I'm going to say is try it. If you're on Facebook, tell me how you did. Put it in the comments. I would love to hear to see if I was right or wrong, if that's the right way to do it. That's where you grow your audience in different areas. Do it that way. Then, when you got enough people, like 100, then do a YouTube channel. Then advertise it on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Put the link up, and people will come. And if it's good enough, if people like it, you won't have to worry about the algorithm there, because you'll have your audience already. So it won't be limited to where they want to show it. And where they want to show it is not very good, because they'll be showing it in less time. You only get someone looking at it for 2 seconds and they'll turn it off. It's not really what you want. And really, I'll be honest with you, they won't be your audience anyway. They would not be your audience. So your audience is people that appreciate what you do. When you do groups, Doctor Who groups, Blake Seven groups, and all that, that's what they appreciate. And that's where the market is for your videos. So when you do your videos up here, they'll come and watch them, because you'll put a link up, and they'll come from the group straight to here, and they'll hit that subscribe button. You'll see the difference. I'm telling you, it will work. It will work. So any comments about that, please leave them down below. Let me know how you did. I'm really interested to find out. So anyway, that's my advice on that. Moving on, I wanted to show you some merchandise Doctor Who merchandise. The first thing I'm going to show you is a book I bought for £30. It's quite good. I know it's expensive, but if I can find it, it's down here. There it is. It's called Doctor Who and the Daleks. Do you see that? There you go. Doctor Who and the Daleks. If I steady it, you can see it better. There you go. Fantastic book. It's packed with information, pictures, images, stories. I'll show you a few at the moment. Here is the actual colour Daleks when it was in the film. There you go. One falling down the hole. So plenty of action there, as you can see. Also, they've got behind the scenes in this. It shows you everything you want to know about the actual two films. You've got Peter Cushing as the Doctor. There he is, with Roy Castle, his assistant. There you go. I think he's offset doing that. He's not actually being filmed. So it's just like someone took a snapshot at that moment. So anyway, I'll just show you another colourful image that you might want to see. I'm just going to pick the best one. Yeah, these mountains that were sort of drawn from the draftsman's table. There you go. These are what the pictures they drew. They added colour to it, and they added so much depth to it. So they started off with sort of backgrounds, you know, with the CSO, the super overlay, the color super. Was it CSO? Yeah, color super overlay. That is where you have a blue sky at the background, and then you put images in front of it, or you do it if it's video. You actually sort of have a blue background drop, and then you add things to make them look like they're far apart or nearer, and then you do the film it, and it does have an effect. But unfortunately, if you've got anything that's sort of metallic, it can sort of make a bad reflection and give it that horrible orange glow like it did in Robot. Remember Robot? And the robot, when it was growing, it started this orangey effect and everything around it. So that's CSO. That works for these, you see. This was in the 1960s, for God's sake, you know, so they had the technology then. I'll just show you one more before I move on. There's the sets on Invasion of the Daleks. There you go. The cameraman there, people walking around. As you can see, it's a studio. That's all it is. It's a studio. Can you not tell? There you go. It's all, you see the cameras up above, the lighting and everything. That is a studio. So that is what you saw when it was filmed. It wasn't the outside. It was all done up. Half of it wasn't real. I mean, I could tell a mile off that the buildings weren't that big or realistic, because they look like cartoon drawings. But anyway, oh yeah, all right. I'll show you one more then, and that's it. Here is a colourful Dalek. There you go. Original colourful Daleks in their entirety, red and gold, I think that is. So that book you can get from your local book stockists right now. I don't think they sell it. I think it's a limited edition. But if you got yours, you are blessed. I'm telling you, if you're a Doctor Who fan, there you go. So that's the Doctor Who book. The other book that I bought, this one cost a bit, costs less, just 10 quid less. It comes in this cover, as you know, and inside it is packed with everything to do with the 90s, for the first Doctor Who 1963 right through to the present, because this is a 60th anniversary special annual. Well, sort of a paperback type of thing, would you say, or hardback? No, it's not hardback, but it's got everything. It's like a magazine type, but it's like a catalogue, you know, with everything in it, from pictures. Can you see that? Yeah, just about. The lighting's not too good because it's getting it's dark in here. But there you go. You got and then there's that famous image with Tom and David on. There you go. There's Tom there in his entirety. He's aged a bit there. He looks like the guy that came out that machine and was about 800 years old. That's what he looks like now. It's funny enough. He put a beard on him. He would exactly look like that. I'm just running through this to see what there is. That's what a Dalek looks like when he's taken out of its casing. There you go. That was the way they drew the Dalek in the 1960s. We've got Sea Devils there. There you go. Another famous monster from the history of the show. There you go. So it's all here. This is a great collector's. This is a must. You can get this in any supermarkets that sell books and paperbacks and magazines. This is the place. I'd say you can get one in Sainsbury's. I'd also say you can get one in WH Smith's. So they're on sale now. So look out for this. It's got to be bought. I'd say your 20 quid will be well invested. Right, now for something else, something completely different, as Monty Python used to say. Right, here I bought these Daleks yesterday. As you can see, they're in the casing. I've got one out, so I'll show you that in a minute. This one is actually, what's it called? It's from the adventure, The Five Doctors. We've got William Hartnell in there, but I don't know if you can see him. There he is. Just about make him out, can't you? There he is. A bit like there. But the problem is in the box. And then you've got the Black Dalek. I think you can just about make that out. If I move it away, you can definitely see the both of them. There you go. It's in its case, and I bought this for 19.99, so it's not a bad price for something like that because it's well sought after. Oh yeah, I've got one out of its casing, the Necros Dalek from I think it's called the Remembrance of the Daleks, was it, or something? Can't remember. Let me just have a look. The box is here somewhere. I had to take it out of the box, you see. Yeah, I've got another message, and I'll leave that. So anyway, I've got two of them here. You get two in a box. There they are. Two Daleks. These were with the remember Davros was turning humans into food or something like that. And what he was actually doing was turning them into Daleks, half like hybrid, half human, half Dalek or whatever. And they were sort of wired up into this with it was gross, wasn't it? I think it was an Eric Seward production in the 1980s because he was renowned for that, and Bob Holmes was renowned for dark writing. What he could get away with, like he wanted to write in stuff like eyeballs exploding and stuff, but lucky for Philip Hinchcliffe, who was the producer then in the 70s, wouldn't let Bob go that far, because it would be the younger viewers at the time would have found it frightening. So they didn't go that far, but they did go quite a bit far with certain with a death count, because there was quite a lot of deaths in the Hinchcliffe era, weren't there? Especially when the Daleks are about. Anyway, but these are the Daleks from I think it was Revelation. I don't know. Revelation of Daleks. I think it was called. Yeah, Revelation of Daleks. This was the Colin Baker adventure. Anyway, there you go. These are the two white ones. This is from the box set that I got. It's quite solid. It's not sort of rubbery or anything. This is it. This is the one that came out of this box here. So I'll show you. I got this out of the box here. So, and I'll show you the box set it came in, because you probably might have one yourself. I don't know. I bought this about 6 months ago. I haven't really used it. I kept it in the box. It was a Dalek Parliament set, it's called. It's got 10 Daleks in. And if I can find it, I think I found the box for that. Here it is. This one is a Black Dalek. There you go, Black Dalek from the adventure, the invasion of Dalek, the Dalek invasion of Earth. This came out of the box. I had to open it up, by the way, to get it out. But as you can see, it's got all the dimensions. It's got its plunger. It's got its eye stalk there. They don't move. Unfortunately, you can move them, but you have to use a bit of energy to move them, because they won't move on their own. But that's solid, so that doesn't move. The plunger stays as it is, and I don't think it moves at all. So it's just basically a bloody model with nothing on it. But I've got some other boxes here from the box set to show you. There you go. This one is Dalek from the first Dalek adventure called Daleks, or should I say the what was it called? It had another name, the Planet of the Dead or something like that. But they changed the title to the Daleks. I think they wanted to keep it from the public what the monsters were going to be, because it came straight after the An Unearthly Child about cavemen. I mean, surely that wasn't a good start to Doctor Who, but they did it, and this adventure came exactly after it. I've got another one here to show you. I've got 10 of these things, so I want to show you, but I'm not going to show you more. This one is from the Christopher Eccleston adventure called Dalek. There you go. Can you see that now? Sadly, it's in its box. I don't want to take it out, but there it is. I think it's gold. Yes, it is. And I think that will do for today on the Dalek front. As you can see, one more. This is my favourite. This is Weapons Dalek. This was in remembrance of the Daleks. This was the final time the Daleks were on the classics before they came to an end. So this was the Weapons Dalek, as you can see. Can you see that? Just try and get it to the camera. Yeah, that's better. You can see its massive gun that can take out a full garrison of Daleks when it hits you with a bolt. With that, it blows them to pieces. Nothing left of them. So it can penetrate Dalekanium, as it says, because that's what they're meant to be made of. But this is all right. I think they should have brought this back for at least the new adventures anyway, because it's so cool, the design, isn't it? It's like a tank on wheels. But anyway, that's my collection. I hope you enjoyed that. Right. What's coming up for me? Basically, I've just opened up Twitch. I've got to sort of set that up. That's a gaming channel, if you didn't know. I like playing PS5 games and stuff like that. So that will be the channel for me for that. I tried it on here, but I don't think it works quite well. I think you can get away with doing previews, but you can't really explain much in 10 minutes. It takes hours and hours and hours because you've got to go through the full game. So I tried that with Playboy, and I was only up to, you could say, up to the gates with it. I wasn't inside it, and already I was coming up to about 10 to 15 minutes of it. So I never thought I would actually get through this without you doing a whole day. So I don't think the stream would have lasted that long. So anyway, I did what I could. I got it as far as setting it up at the beginning, and that was it. Then I realized, wow, 25 minutes just to get to that point. Because I had to do a lot of explaining, the rating and everything. But I can do that better on Twitter. On Twitch. So that's why I didn't show any more PlayStation games on here. I did about 10 of them, I think I did, and I called it a day because I thought that the games would be too long for a stream. So anyway, for YouTube anyway. So anyway, I'll be doing that. I've also set up WhatsApp as well. So I can connect it to my pages on Facebook. So because a lot of people want to get in contact with you, want to ask you questions of all sorts, and also problems they've got, which is always the popular demand. Problems, bring their problems to me, and I'll sort it out with a machine gun, of course. So anyway, I'm doing WhatsApp, and then I'm moving basically onto Podbean. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a podcast site where you make podcasts, obviously audios. Obviously, I'll be doing something like that very shortly. So that's why I got Podbean, and that's it. Basically, I've set those new free apps along with Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. I've also put the link in my TikTok account so people can come to this channel and look at all my 900 plus videos I've done. So like I said, it all starts from starting small somewhere else, building your audience up, and then bringing them to YouTube when you've got enough people. And that's how it really would work. So I never listen to other people and listen to what the best way to get 100 subscribers. I just don't believe that. It's just not fit. It's just not possible. You can put the greatest video on in the world. You can also dress it up and tie it up, but it won't get you subscribers because I've explained they're not your audience, so you're not going to get them. So you need to find your audience is to go to places like Facebook and Twitter, as I said. And I like I said, I would like to know how it worked for you. Did it work for you? Did you follow my advice? That sort of thing. Because it's very constructive to me if I was right or wrong. So I want to know. Right, okay then. So comments below about that. Comments below for these Doctor Who merchandise if you enjoyed them. So leave some comments for that. Also, I might be doing a live stream at Christmas Day. If I've got time, I will start doing the promotions for it and post it up here and everything. Do what you call a thumbnail. That's to gloss up the video a bit, tidy up a bit with a nice a nice front cover. Give it a dramatic look and everything. Anyway. Maybe not. So anyway, so this is my full day. I've got in between. I'm going to college to do my exams as well, so I've got that to deal with as well. So I have to work around that with this lot: YouTube, Facebook. So I start the day off on Twitter, uh, and then I start posting videos and stuff. Then I move on to Facebook, and then I start posting there, and then I'll do the videos on there. Then I go to the my group to find out who's celebrating the birthday, and then announce it and do a video for it. Then I welcome the new members that join in, and I'll tell you what, there's a bloody lot of them as well. I've got a backlog, so I've got to sort of pace myself on that. So I'll do about 3 a day because it's the only way to do it. Then after I've done Facebook, done the material for the pages and groups, then I move on to a let's see, Instagram. That's right. I go to Instagram. I do my posting. I do the videos on there as well. Then it's off to let's see. I've done Twitter. Then I'll be going on to Twitch, which is a gaming site, to set it all up properly. So I've got a link on that, and also look at the podcast Podbeam, which I've also set up but not ready yet. So anyway, that is going to be my day. I don't know what your day is going to be like. Surely not that sort of strenuous. But anyway, that's it from me. If you like the video, you like this video, you like any of the videos, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you want notifications of future videos, please hit the bell for notifications in the future on this channel. So anyway, it's good night from me. It is a shortish video, but it ended up being 21 minutes as I knew it would. I could never get it down to 5 minutes, so sorry. I will rephrase the quick video to maybe quick but maybe not. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening. I'm off out now. I'm not quite finished. I've got to go down to Facebook, post a few more videos, and then I'm done. So thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.